And there we go. We are live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. I'm Philip. I'm the host for the 6 a.m. meeting, and we are going to talk about critical thinking today. And we have some questions, and I guess we're going to have a lot to talk and to share to each other. Okay. Especially because this topic, I enjoyed too much the idea of the use of the language for a purpose, for something else. So critical thinking is one of the things I want, and I try my best to make people feel that how to, how to think. I guess this is one of the best things for a human being to have. Okay. And as you know, we are going to present ourselves, each of you, and feel free to change your presentation to bring something else. Presenting yourself, it's a good way to practice for job interviews, to learn vocabulary, to learn a little bit about yourself. And of course, we're not going to correct you. I'm not here to teach. I'm not here as a teacher. And though you are going to learn a lot, all right? And let's start with Aldebaran. It's been a while. So present yourself, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Aldebaran. I'm from São Paulo. I'm married, I'm 32. Now I'm living in Dublin. And I'm here to improve my English. I'm started TALK like 3 weeks ago. My free time, I like to drink some beer, play video gaming, and watch TV.
Very good, very good. Welcome back. Rosalia, go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Rosalia, I'm 55, and oh my gosh, I try to make my presentation, but every day I make the same because I participate in another class too, then
Yeah.
I need to make better. I'm start to read a book that I said before. I'm read 2 books at the same time because I hate to give up to do something. Then always the time I'm reading and I stop in the middle of the book. Then now I start to read 2 because I have 2 history to follow to have the curiosity to be continued. Then now it's working it for me because I not give up since now and I can will. Yeah, it's a little bit about me.
Very good, very good. Carlos, go ahead.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Carlos. I'm 32 years old and too, like Aldebaran, but I'm living here in Brazil. I work as a software engineer remotely to a company in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina. I'm married and I had 2 daughters. And usually I spend my free times doing some activity with my daughters, with my wife, and I'm studying English too because I always love this language, more than Portuguese. I don't know the reason, but for me, English is special, and I think it's easier to learn than Portuguese. I don't know, and that's me.
Very good. Yeah. I guess for me, English is easier as well. I do not enjoy languages, but English, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Bru.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I haven't participated since last weekend in TNT. So I think I don't know more to present myself. It's terrible. And I like to do in my free time, ride a bike and dance. And now improve my English and the French, Spanish too. That's it. Now different, Carlos. Now I enjoy learning English, but in the past it's a hate for me.
Very good, bro. And finally, last but not least, Glorinha finally here for the first time with me, and it's a pleasure to have you here. Go ahead.
My pleasure. Hi, guys. My name is Gloria. I'm 62 years old. I live in Belo Horizonte. And now I'm in Cabo Frio. Enjoy my vacation. This day is the last day of my vacation. And I have I'm married. I have two grown children, a daughter and a son, and I have two pets. I have a dog, I have a cat, and now I miss them. And I'm here in TNT to improve my English, because I love studying English. I study English for 2 years, but when I was teenager, I studied, but I stopped in my life. But now I want to study, and I need learn English, because my daughter lives in the United States, and she's married there, and my son-in-law is American. It's is very difficult for me stay with them and not conversation with him.
Yeah.
And this is my intent, to start to study English. And I love study English. I love. For me, it's a pleasure.
Very good.
Not
Very good.
obligation. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah. Very good, Glorinha. And you can also study with the courses we have to support your English studies. We have on the website. You can check on our members area. And we are giving for free classes on YouTube just when they are live. And if you want the recording of each class, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel for R$7.90. Okay, and then you can check all the recordings that we have, and we are bringing classes every day almost, I guess. And
Yes,
we're gonna
yesterday I participate with Yasmin, and I liked so much this class.
Yeah, it's like they are short, but they are very good and important for, some tips and some reviews or something new. It's pretty useful. So very good, very good. And as you know, I'm Philip, and I'm a little bit tired this morning because yesterday night I went to a soccer game, Palmeiras, and with a friend of mine, and it took me a while to get back home, and but I'm here, 6 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna talk about critical thinking, and I'm gonna try not to follow the questions because that's the way I like to do things. But I just want to hear first, how can you explain critical thinking? When you say, oh, critical thinking is this or that, what comes to your mind when you hear these two words, critical thinking? And I'm going to start with Carlos. Can you help us out?
All right, so I don't know. I think critical thinking, it's the way we spend effort to discover or discuss something, you know, and when you have your opinion and you put your opinion on the table, you know, without being something neutral. All right. If I don't like something, or if I like something, I had the courage to discuss this. Okay. And even if I don't discuss that subject, I put some effort to think about that situation, you know, to create my own decision and my own thoughts about that subject without being manipulated by other people or their person. All right, I think it's something like this.
Very nice, very nice. Aldebaran, do you agree with Carlos or do you disagree? Do you have something different to bring?
Oh, I don't know. It's a hard topic, you know. I was thinking about critical think, and I really don't know what's mean right. For me, I think it's like when someone thinking pros and cons in some topic, and I just can think about the job, you know. I'm a software developer as well, so for these positions we have to do a critical think. So you have to get some targets or some goals. You have to think the pros, cons,
Yeah.
and to take the short way, you know, but safe. Yeah, I think it's that.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Bruna, how do you feel about critical thinking, in your opinion?
Well, in the first time when I read this title, I think, what is this? That's it. And I imagine it's a criticized person that all the time criticize something that the other person said about this person judgment all the time. And I will, in the moment, I will search the Google, what is critical think? And I understand that in the possible, you, like Audubon said, you position about the effect and the positive cost and the positive think, and that's it. And the moment you judge about something, and the the pros and const pros and
Yeah.
cons something. That's it. But I think it's necessary you have a little bit knowledge about the subject, no? Because if you don't have a little bit knowledge about something, it's difficult to have a critical thing.
Very nice, very nice. Gloria, and you, how do you see critical thinking?
Felipe, I don't. Sorry, but I don't understand the question.
What is critical thinking in your opinion?
No, critical thinking, for me, I have my things, and I respect the opinions the others, and I stay here for practicing and learn about same subjects. And when I listen to them, I reflecting my things, and I sometimes I agree, sometimes I disagree, but critical, I don't know. I think someone have your things, and them we have respect for things the others.
Very good. I really enjoyed how you built the argument in your idea. Very good, very good. And you, Rosalia?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
Can you
am,
explain critical thinking?
yeah, I'm Alicia, everyone. Then I have to pick some things, everyone. Okay, I think critical thinking is like Carlos said. You need to, when you have some thoughts, you need to put on the table your ideas and have solution for these ideas, or put another person to thinking about that. But you need to have some chronology, as Bruno said, because if you don't know about the subject, you are put a question, but you don't know how you are clear your thoughts. Then I think you need to have some critical things, but you need to know about the subject, because you need to help another to clear these ideas.
Very good, very good, very good. So I'm gonna ask Bruno now, because you were talking about judgment, and we judge people, and then you have a thought and you have an opinion. How does critical thinking, how does judgments and all the thoughts we have, how does it help us to have good or bad relationships with people?
Well, I think in the first moment, it's possible you do the bad relationship. But no, it's possible when you judgment about the judgment, it's possible you not only the bad. It's possible you do the judgment about the circumstance, maybe. For example, it's difficult when you speak someone a negative person, because for me, this person all the time is judgment the negative point, and when you have the problem, it's necessary to judgment about the positive side and the negative side. I think maybe the way.
Yeah. So when you have like a positive and a negative situation, you are thinking about something or about a person, and then when you think about the situation or the question or anything, you have a critical thinking about that. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Very good, very good. Aldebaran, how does this human relationship, how this, these judgments and the thinking or the thoughts we have about people, about situations, about the environment itself, how does it shape the relationship we have with other people? Does it help? Does it is it a mess, or how does it work?
I think it's helpful if another person is open to listening what I have to say. You know, it's like again, I just think about job, you know, critical
problem.
things.
No problem.
So something new starting your team, and it's, you know, as a junior, you need to help him, and we have to think critical. You have to be a critical thinkers about the job and give him some directions. So if this another person is open to listening, I think it's good. But you know, it starts you another team and you maybe have a critical thinking. It's not helping. It maybe have some bad relation between.
Very good. And you, Rosalia, do you think having a critical thinking about a situation or about a person can help your relationship, or no?
Depends of the situation, the person, because if the person is a negative person, it's difficult to have some thoughts about some critical about your behavior or your actions. I don't know, because if you I don't know if this example is good now, because when you are in the gym, for example, you see the person make some exercise in the wrong way. You try to help. You are not critical, but you are trying to help. But that person don't accept you as well, because think you are not the instructor, but you know they are making the wrong way. But I think in this case the person don't accept, and then see you in another eyes. I don't know. Then in this case make a bad relationship.
Very good. I asked this because I think it's really important to point out critical thinking, not just as a judgment, but as something we think about the situation, about a person, or about anything.
Yeah.
It's like we have opinions about everything, right? We have. There's no such way to not have opinion. But of course, as all of you said, it's important to have a background, right? Instead, just like but we do have opinion. So Carlos, my question is, what are the benefits of, and it's not just critical, but it's thinking itself. What are the benefits of yourself thinking about a situation or about a person or about a topic? Do you think it's good to think about things, or like we are doing here, like a philosophical question, or is it helpful to think?
Yeah, let me think about this 3 seconds. Yeah, it's a joke, but I think the critical think, or spend effort think about any kind of subject is really important, because on this way you can make better decisions. You know, you became a better decision maker or something like this, because other way you are only having decisions on your feelings or on your emotions. So sometimes this can be good, all right. Sometimes, of course, we had to feel and make decisions based on our feelings, but sometimes you had to make decisions in a critical way. So it's better to spend time. And for me, I know this is a problem because sometimes I'm trying to be so fast, you know. I'm talking with someone and I answer something without thinking, and sometimes make some problems to me. So I'm learning how to think more before give my answers or talking to other people or even make decisions, because this can create some problems for us. All right.
Yes, very good, very good. I want to know from both of you now, Gloria and Rosalia, and Gloria first. Do you think too much?
Yes, I think.
And how does it work for you? Your thoughts? How is it? Try to explain.
I think about my work when I have to improve more. How can I say ganho?
Benefit.
Yeah, I think that. I think no, not about my future, because I live my present every day, but I have look the future like my health, and about life of my children, people in general. But when I have to make a decision, I think so much. But when I decision that, I don't think because you do this or do that. When I have time to think, I think that. But when I decision, acabou.
It's
So
done.
decidido.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
But I think about for example, in São Paulo, had aquela tragédia que teve, né? Aí no litoral.
Tragedy. Yeah, that incident.
Yes. I think that how can the people live that there? But I think what the government, why the government spend more money and in how can I say? Eu vou falar em português, Felipe.
No Portuguese. No Portuguese.
I'm sorry.
I don't want
don't
your answer in
understand.
Portuguese. I don't care about your Portuguese. I just want you to try in English. English only.
Ok. Então, se eu falar errado, vocês me perdoem.
Mm.
I think so much about that, because for me it's I saw I know this is a tragedy. Okay, but why the government don't proportion good condition of the life, the people in this series. I know the tragedy. I know raining so much. Okay, but I think so much about that. I'm very how can I say triste? I don't.
Sad. It's very sad.
Yes, I'm very sad for that.
This is critical thinking. Exactly like that, you know, and then you and it's really good. It's really good to see your brain working, you know, in English. And yeah. I know it hurts, but it's good. It's good. So Rosalia, do you think, as Gloria does, how does it work for you? Do you think about the situations, about the disasters, and about everything? How is your mind working?
Yeah, I'm not thinking so much about this situation, about the tragedy, disaster, something like that, because every year, happen the same, and I don't know, it's because the local, the people live, I don't know, they don't have another condition or something like that. Because in other days it's happened here close to me in my city, because have the same tragedy. But the government need to help them. It's okay. But in my thoughts, my mainly thoughts, it's about my family, about the things around me. When something happened in my house with my children, I'm thinking about that for a long time, because I wanted to go there in your house. I wanted to solve the problem, but I can't do that because it's their problem. I need to let them to solve this problem, because I can't put my finger in your life, but I wanted to do that, but it's impossible. Then I lose my sleep in the night. In the middle of the night, I wake up and thinking about that. My brain don't stop working all the time. Then I talk with me in the night to try to solve this problem. And another day I get up without sleep as well. Then it's terrible, because my thoughts all the time is in my brain. Then it's more about my family, about the things around me. It's not about the government, about the another, because I don't have this power to solve it, another problem. It's terrible.
Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. When I saw that we're going to talk about critical thinking, I was thinking, how exactly we can, because it's wide open topic, you know, and we can go anywhere when it comes to critical thinking, because we can bring a topic and then we can discuss, and then we can bring the pros and cons, we can bring arguments. But what I really enjoy, it's really that we need to think about situations. We need to think about politics. We need to think about our lives. We need to think about education. We need to think about our learning process. And we need to think, why do we exist? We need to think about the environment, climate change, poverty, inequality, and things like that, you know? So we can go anywhere when it comes to this idea. But in the other hand, we don't have only critical thinking. And it seems to be like to criticize something, but not only, but mostly you have an opinion about a situation, positive or negative. But there's a question here that I was looking on, and I think it's worth talking about the difference between critical thinking and creative thinking. And both are thinkings, right?
Yeah.
But what's the difference? Bruno, what's the difference in your opinion?
I'm not sure about this, the different. Maybe when you have a creative think, it's when you imagine something, a new something. And critical think, maybe it's you have the fact and you have the positive think and the positive and the negative, and you have a brainstorm and about the specific subject maybe. And the creative thinker, I think it's use your imagination. You don't have a knowledge sufficient enough to explain something maybe. It's
Very good.
difficult to think about the difference because when you have a problem, like Rosalia, Gloria said, or the other problem, I think you need to creative think to maybe to solve the problem. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
but it's necessary to have a critical think about what is possible to do, the real possible to do, because not only I think it's possible, it's a dream political maybe, because sometimes the person said the government needed to do this, but it's sometimes it's impossible, only your imagination. No, you're only a creative thing.
Very nice. And Rosalia, what do you think it's the main difference between creative and critical thinking?
Yeah, creative thinking. I think you need to have your thoughts, but you need to bring the ideas clear ideas about solve a problem. Because don't matter you have a solution, you have your thoughts, but you don't have a solution. You need to bring ideas for another person thinking about this problem in the way you can help them to solve this problem. And another thought, what is the another? Critical and creative. Okay,
And creative.
creative. Yeah. Creative thinking. I think is more or less like Bruno said. You have imagination to solve the problem, but you don't have solution. You have only your thoughts about that, but you don't have a strong solution for that.
Very nice. And you, Gloria, what's the difference? And what do you think about Bruno's and Rosalia's answer?
For me, creative is the person to think the ideas, to create ideas, to solution the problem. And I think what I do for solution the problem. And critical for me is to see when you said the both decide the problem. You see the positive and the negative side the situation, and you balance the problem to create and the solution. For me, creative, not creative, critical and creative are interligated. I don't. Estão ligados.
They are linked. They are linked.
Yes. The first, you are critical. The look is critical. After, you look for creative idea for solution the problem. You have the creative solution for idea for solution the problem. You understand me?
Yeah. And it's hard to explain. It's hard to build this answer. It's really hard. So I like the way you girls are answering, especially because this is a very important question, especially when we talk about solving problems. We need to be critical, and at the same time, we need to be creative, right? So Carlos, how do you do in your daily life to be critical and creative? Which situations you think you are more critical, and which you think you're more creative?
No.
All right. I don't know if maybe I had to had creativity. Oh man, creative thoughts or creative things when I'm working, because sometimes be a software engineer, we had to have a lot of creative to design new things. But the critical thinking during my day is used to make some decisions about the same creative that I have. If I had the idea to build some application, I had to think about this, if it's possible, if I had enough time and I have all the research to build that thing. So I think these two types of thinkings is connected together in my work. For example, to build something, to build a solution. And without these two types of thinking, I couldn't work. So this is the way I use these two types of thinkings.
Very good. And I want to know about you, Aldebaran, the same. How do you use your critical thinking and your creative thinking at your job?
Creative.
Yeah, you can say creative or creative. Like it sounds perfectly natural, both creative.
How Carlos said, I think I'm the same way, I'm a software developer, but I think I'm more critical things, because it's like now it's my role. It's like bring some points of the deliver what I have to do. So how can I say that? It's like I bring some points to the team to think about more the edge cases, so and make the team thought about as well. So I think nowadays I'm more critical than than creative. Yeah, I think that.
Great, great. So we have 10 minutes left, and I want to know about the immersions itself. How do you people see the topics that we bring here? Do you think they make you think? They make you have a critical thinking? They make you have a creative thinking? Do you think the topics that we bring in immersions help to develop your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions? Gloria.
I learned so much with this immersion, because I listen I listen same ideas to creative and critical things, and I learned so much with you. And in my case, in my job, not answer your question, the last question, but in my case, I want to be critical and creative things, because daily I am a manager,
Yeah.
and in more in various situations, I need I need to be creative and critical, and and today in this immersion, I learn about I think more creative in my job. For this learn to, I for this I learned today.
Very good, very good.
It's very good for me. Thank you.
Nice. Rosalia, and for you, how does it help you to have developed your critical and creative thinking?
This immersion or
All the
immersion?
immersion. Yeah, all the topics, all the conversations we have.
Okay, for me it's help from what's helped in my brain. When I started in TNT, I was so close my mind, because I don't accept another ideas as well, because I think I am 54 in this time, 53, then I live so much, then I have my ideas, and others don't think as well, then, oh my gosh, I was in another time. Then now I can open my mind, I accept all the ideas, I agree with everything, I disagree, but I accept all the ideas. And I learned so much about that, because some immersion you need to go outside your comfort zone, because all the time you are in the comfort zone, it's easier to be there and to have your ideas, and it's okay. I will listen, but I didn't agree. I don't accept that. I accept that it's okay, but I learned that you are in another space or place. I don't know. You need to accept everyone. You need to help everyone. You need to put our ideas, and here is the place right to do that, because you can say everything, you can listen everything, and you learn about that. this place for me is a good way because it's helped me to go out the some stress, the some make me stressed when you are in the depression. I was in the close to be in depression. Then I start here. It's helped me a lot. Then I forgot everything. It's okay.
Yeah, it's really good to hear that. It works the same for me. Works the same. I'm gonna ask Bruna. Maybe she's gonna leave right now. I don't know. But Bruna, how does the talks we have here help you out within your critical and creative thinking?
Well, in the first day, I learned a lot in the immersion, all immersion here in TNT, because it's possible to know about any subject. I think it's very important. Like technology, sometimes I search something in the internet about because what is this ChatGPT and the other things that it's used nowadays, but it's not common in my work maybe. And it's possible to search something and discover a lot with my part. I think I learned too much. And it's possible and all immersion to work and maybe actively listen, because it's possible you need to stop and respect the time the other. I think it's very good for me. I grow a lot in my activity listen. And all immersion, I think it's you use your critical think, no? Because you need to put your point of view and you understand the other point of view. It's necessary, like Rosalia said about you, if you give up your comfort zone, because it's necessary you listen the other point of view, you open your mind. I think I learned it too much.
And
I'm
it's
grateful.
it's good to hear that, because most people, they think, oh, I want to practice my speaking. So listen. So be quiet. Be quiet and listen, you know. And it's hard. It's hard. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, Debara, how does, like, I know you're like, you've been here for 2-3 weeks now. So how does the talks help you with your
It's helped a lot, you know, because it's some subject topics that I don't talk in Portuguese. So we make myself think about. It's after this immersion, you know, I always talk with Bruno about the topic, the subject. So I start to think about some subject. You know, like the first subject that I learned was self-aware. It's I don't know.
self-awareness.
Self-awareness, yeah. So, you know, I don't think I don't talk about this with anyone. So I think it's good. So it's a subject. It's important to us discuss about. Yeah, and I like too much. Yeah, make me better better being human. You know, as well.
Yeah, very nice, very good. And Carlos, and for you as a host as well, how does it work for you to develop your critical thinking, your creative process?
Yeah, I'm a host here in TALKNTALK too. It's on Monday, 7 a.m. So for this activity, I had to think about everything I will talk, to design the class and the meeting. And when everyone is talking, I have to think about what they are talking, you know. I'm not in there only to spend my time, but I'm there to listen to listen to everyone who is talking, right? So sometimes people had different opinions than mine, and I had to process that, and this is helping me a lot, you know. The way I listen, not only being a listener as an English speaker, but a listener as person, you know. Because sometimes it's hard when you are arguing with other people. You try to stop. No, I disagree with you, and you try to correct other people. But here in Talk and Talk, this is helping. This way is helping me to listen more. You know.
Yeah. I enjoy too much the talks, especially because I have the opportunity to listen to other opinions and from different people. And in here, there's something magical that we are not here to put our it's not like we are not here even to correct opinions, you know. Like I'm not here to put my opinion as a true and the most important, but I'm here just to give my opinion and to listen. And we can disagree, we can have different ways of thinking, but we are arguing and we are talking, discussing, and it's really complicated to have that nowadays, you know. So that's pretty magical. I know Bruno has just left, but I have posted the link for the survey. It's really important to have this feedback. And if you don't want to comment, it's gonna take you like 1-2 seconds. Just click open and set from 1 to 10. How did you find this immersion? And if you want to add comments, please try to bring suggestions of topics, okay? And we take it seriously. And I want to thank all of you, Gloria, Carlos, Rosalia, Aldebaran, for being around, especially Gloria. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I hope you have enjoyed your vacation, and we are gonna be back on Saturday for our session, our mentoring session. And Rosalia, for being around almost every day in here. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Aldebaran, good to have you back. And Carlos, I guess it's the first time we talk in the immersion, right? So it was really good to have you here.
All right.
So
it was good for me too.
Have a good day, everyone. Enjoy and take care of yourselves. Drink water and be safe. Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye-bye. See you
Bye-bye.
around.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.